Canada just rejected a massive shipment of American eggs, and President Trump is reportedly furious. But this isn't just about eggs. This is the moment a quiet economic strike turned into what analysts are calling the silent trade war of 2026. And Prime Minister Mark Carney isn't backing down. Before we break down what's really happening, hit that subscribe button and smash the like. This Canada-US trade war is escalating fast. The Canada egg rejection has exposed the fragility of North American trade relationships. Reports confirm Canada blocked a major U.S. egg shipment, citing strict quality and pricing standards. But behind those official explanations lies something much bigger. A calculated response to what Prime Minister Carney calls unfair agricultural dumping by American exporters selling products below cost to flood Canadian markets. Trump's reaction to the Canada trade dispute was immediate and personal. Sources say the president demanded an emergency briefing, calling the egg rejection a blatant insult and national embarrassment. Trump accused Carney of weaponizing agriculture in the growing trade tension between the two nations. The White House view, Canada is using protectionism to punish American farmers. But the Mark Carney egg decision reveals a strategic shift in Canadian trade policy. His statement emphasized protecting local producers and stabilizing domestic prices. Analysts see this as a carefully calculated signal that Canada will defend its economic sovereignty, even when it means confronting the United States head-on. This is Carney putting action behind his recent declaration that the decades-long process of ever-closer economic ties with America is over. The U.S. egg industry crisis that triggered this confrontation started at home. American egg producers face tens of millions in losses, storage shortages, and a collapsing export chain. Farm state senators are demanding federal support, warning this could trigger a broader food trade crisis. The root cause isn't Canadian overreach. It's unchecked U.S. overproduction, political infighting, and tariff decisions that alienated long-term allies. Meanwhile, Canada agricultural policy has moved strategically. By tightening standards and investing in domestic supply chains, Ottawa is turning defensive policy into national victory. The Canada-US egg standoff isn't happening in isolation. Mexico and several European partners have already signaled support for Canada's right to regulate its markets, isolating Washington diplomatically. Economists warn that if the Canada trade war continues, ripple effects could hit other sectors: dairy, poultry, even lumber. This deepening conflict threatens the entire North American agricultural trade system. What makes this different from past disputes is Carney's refusal to compromise under U.S. pressure. The Canadian government appears determined to prove that smaller nations can push back when global giants overreach. The Trump-Carney trade dispute represents more than political theater. It's a fundamental question about who controls North American trade and whether economic size still guarantees dominance. Trump's anger may dominate today's headlines, but Carney's calm defiance could define the future of continental economics. American farmers protest, Washington scrambles for answers, and markets react nervously to what began as a simple egg shipment but has cracked open larger questions about power, pride, and sovereignty. The Justice Department is even investigating egg price increases, examining whether major producers violated antitrust laws as prices climbed dramatically. In this trade war, volume doesn't determine victory. Resolve does. And right now, Canada is showing more of it than the United States expected. The Canada egg ban may seem minor, but it signals a new era where proximity doesn't guarantee partnership and stability matters more than size. Subscribe now to follow how this Canada-US agricultural dispute reshapes North American trade and what happens when America's closest ally becomes its toughest negotiator.